Alright, so Brandon's been working on this truck for a long time. And we replaced, you guys remember, a long time ago, we replaced the inner rockers, and we made these 1/8 inch thick plates to be inner rockers for this truck. And it needed cab corners, and it needed rockers, outer rockers. So Brandon cut these all out, replaced both outer cab corners, all the outer rockers, and he's getting it done and ready for paint. So that's what we're doing today. So I have to go to Hobo Freight and pick up some stuff because I don't have what we need to do this, because he's going to be painting this from this point down, and it's going to be like a gunmetal gray color, I think is what it is. So we're going to prep all this up now. The other side's just about done too. He's putting some filler in the rocker where it was a little less than straight. He wants it all nice and straight and perfect. We picked up a lot of stuff. This is all of our materials. Epoxy primer we're going to be using, epoxy primer sealer, and then paints back here, reducer, hardener, all that good stuff. So we have, he's using a chip guard. So we're going to put primer on and chip guard, which is going to take 2 different tip sizes. So we talked to a friend of ours who actually works at a Ford dealer, and he does a lot of stuff on the side. And he's a painter at the Ford dealer. And he said these things work very well for what we want to do. So we picked them up. I needed some more fittings. Got this swivel fitting for something else. This was 14 bucks for all those fittings. And blowgun. We got to sandblast a little bit on the bottoms of the doors. So I got this one. I went to Tractor Supply. Didn't realize this was opened when I got it from Tractor Supply. And I picked up a couple more air hoses. Oh, and a free bucket. And you got something. You got some free gloves. Banana gloves. So that's where we're at now. He's going to sandblast the bottoms of these doors. They have a little bit of rust on them. So he's going to sandblast those. And there's a spot, some spots down here that he wants to sandblast as well. Get all this cleaned up real good. Like this kind of stuff in here you can't get to because it's kind of recessed. That way it's not going to be a problem later. So he's got everything sandblasted, and we're taping off the edges here so we can put seam sealer in. And this is what it ends up like. This is what it starts like. Just run a tape line, and then I just pull the tape off. And just pull it, tape towards the joint, and it makes a nice straight line like that. So Brandon's got all the doors ready, and now we're going to take them off. I sent him down to the old Hobo Freight to get these these body panel fixtures, holders, I don't know what you call these things. So I had him get 4 so we can take all 4 doors off, and we can lay them on there so all the work can be done to the bottoms of the doors, the paint work and everything. But he's got his paint line already established now, so we can take these off. You get that one. Ready? Yeah. Probably lay it the other way, like down this way, because you got to get the bottom to clean it yet. Yeah. You should flip that one. Okay, you just have to walk it down. bottoms of these doors are pretty nice. It's just the one door that had the rust in a really weird place. These are actually okay. Maybe you don't need to sandblast these, just clean them up. Let's see what the other one looks like here. A little dirty, but that's okay. I don't see any. Well, a little bit right there. Yeah, this door on the passenger side is starting. There's some right here. So you'll have to take care of this. It's starting right there. And then the weird thing is this door here started rusting up in this area, so you started to sandblast it. But I think it's down in here too. So we'll probably tape this off and do this edge down through here. It won't get, the same color paint or treatment, but it'll get treated nonetheless.
Yeah, we'll get the epoxy primer and
yeah, you see it's bubbled there.
probably a single stage white paint.
Good enough. Just wiping down the body so the painter's tape will stick. Now, this is just your average Lowe's painter's tape, but the part for the body line is actual body shop paint. We've never done this before. If we had, we probably would have chose a different tape to use, but whatever. Be just fine. I got this side taped off. It went a little easier. Except for where I poke through the tape right there. I had to patch that in. But I think it's okay. I've learned a lot about taping this stuff off. What I'll do next time, as opposed to this. But that's okay. I think it's going to be alright. Again, this is one big learning experience for us because we've never done body work before. And I'm not a body guy and I'm not a painter. So we'll see how it turns out. The next step is we're working on the door bottoms and making sure we get everything cleaned up because you get one chance to do this, and after that it's just more work, so you can also try and get as much of it handled as you can at one time. So we're gonna clean this up some more, and one of them we're gonna blast a little bit. I don't know what we're gonna do here. I'm gonna clean this up a little bit and paint it with something else, but something. Something. It's a monumental task. You just don't realize how much time goes into something like this. Now the bed's off, I'm gonna have to prep the bottom of it. It's got a bunch of rock chips and stuff. Needs taken care of. Because he's gonna paint the bottom of this too. You see what we're talking about right here. We'll probably blast that, get it back down to bare metal and start over, I guess. Brennan is moving right along. He finished up a little bit more sandblasting, as you can tell. A few spots, problem areas that he wanted to touch up. He's going to sand the bottoms of these fenders because they got some pretty heavy rock pits under there. Rock chips. This fender has a dent right here, but he's going to leave it alone because he plans on putting splash guards on this anyways. And, you have to draw the lines somewhere on this stuff. He needs to clean up a few of these door bottoms. There's some rust on some of them, some spots he wants to take care of. So when we do that, we're going to take tape the paint line, because this is going to be a two-tone paint. From here down is going to be like a gunmetal gray color, I believe it is. And this is a pearl white here. So we're just going to bring that tape line up in this area and then come around behind where the door panel would lay. Come behind that around this way and back down. So the inside of this will get cleaned up, you know, ready for primer. It'll be epoxy primer, sealer, and it may get a chip guard on the insides of the doors, and then the paint and then clear coat. Same thing on all of this if there's enough. We hope there is. And he's taking care of a lot of this rust like this. Up in here, you know, the pearl paint comes here, and you get a little bit of blow through, I guess, between the cracks but most of this is just your standard white paint. So not a big deal. We're just going to paint that. We'll tape this off good and just paint the inside down to our paint line, you know, in white. It'll be just fine. Not a big deal. Preservation is the goal. We've never done body work before. And keep in mind, Brandon has done all of this by himself. He cut all the cab corners out, cut all the rockers out, fit it all, welded it all, finished it, body worked, all of it himself. I think it's turning out really nice. I think he's going to have a nice truck when he's done. He could use some words of encouragement because this has been a struggle for him. It's a lot of work, and it's not easy, especially when you've never done it before. This door is the same. Got some weird rust up here, so like I said, this is just your standard white paint. The pearl just kind of rolls over, so we'll just tape that off, and this will get standard white epoxy primer sealer after we finish cleaning it, and then just the standard white paint. You can see the rust. This is where it was wet in here, and this is the same way here. So we'll get all this handled, and then hopefully we'll be ready for paint soon. We're going to prep everything in here now. Once all of this is ready to go, then we're going to bring the bed in, which means the old F750 has to go. We got to get that out of here because we need some room to bring the bed in right here, and then we'll move the doors over as well. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you're enjoying this series here, this video of Brandon building his own truck. We certainly appreciate you watching. For all of you who keep leaving us those thumbs up, we certainly appreciate it. Go ahead and do that again for us if you wouldn't mind. It really helps. You have no idea how much better things are with YouTube when you guys do that. It really helps us out. So thanks again for watching. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Leave your comments down below. Let us know what you think about Brandon's work. Give him some words of encouragement, man. He could use it for sure. And let us know anything we should look out for while we're doing this. Thanks again, guys. Catch you on the next one.